You cannot escape from death.
This has been a pretty chaotic week in terms of Tekken 8. You could really say the entire FGC. I mean, when I look over to the Mortal Kombat community, players are spazzing out over there. Ed Boon is blocking content creators for criticizing the game. What is happening? Everywhere you look, except for Street Fighter, there is chaos. Even when you talk about Tekken 8, you have a random Jin Kazama main arguing with XQC, one of the biggest streamers on the planet. Also, you have at the same time Neo. This is an American singer. Bros being accused of going to Diddy parties and being at freak-offs.
Tell them about the freak-off. Tell them the truth.
When you look at the video game he's playing, it's Tekken 8. Bro's a Paul Phoenix main. I knew there was something up with the Paul Phoenix players, bro. Everywhere you look, Tekken 8, there's just something going on. Now, I am very excited about what Harada is talking about here today because he's teasing something big. Harada spent 2 days in London, and then a couple of days ago, Michael Murray was in LA. Usually when they go specifically to London and LA, big things follow. Look no further than the entire release schedule of Tekken 8. Every time they traveled, big things followed. One of the big things that's happening and happening very soon is Red Bull Golden Letters. Now this is, to my understanding, an invitational that has 20 players, some of the biggest players on the planet. But also, 2 hours ago at the time of recording, they tweeted this out. Before Sunday's top 12 matchups at Red Bull Golden Letters, Harada and Michael Murray will be there to talk about the return of Heihachi Mishima, followed by an exclusive show match between JDCR and Joka. Those two guys are known for playing Heihachi Mishima. JDCR plays a little bit of Dragunov and also Armor King, but Heihachi Mishima is those guys' characters, right? So they're going to showcase what these characters can truly do. When you talk about all the gameplay that's out there, correct me if I'm wrong, but I have not seen any top-level gameplay. So to see these two guys go at it in a Heihachi mirror match, that's going to be hype. But I also want to hear what Harada and Michael Murray talks about in regards to Heihachi Mishima because we know everything. The release date, the story, the this, that, we know it all. So what else do they have up their sleeve to surprise us? Only time will tell. That announcement is coming in a couple of days. But also, when you talk about the next character, the final character, we have a lot of information that points us in the direction of who that character will be. I say Fahkumram, don't take my word on it. I don't want you guys to say Moonsault Slayer, you were wrong. Some people say Kazumi, some say Miguel, some say whoever. But a lot of people now believe that that final character will be shown at Tiger Upper. If you think about just Eddie and Lydia, when those guys released, they immediately announced the next character. And the fact that Heihachi is releasing on September the 30th or the 3rd, depending on which date you're looking at, Tiger Upper is 3, 4, 5 days away. So if they keep the trend of releasing the character and announcing the character soon after, this event is the one. Now, you got to keep in mind as well, for Tiger Upper, when everyone was talking about Fahkumram and will he be shown, where will he be announced, they originally liked a tweet that Tiger Uppercut will be hosting his reveal. Now, even though there's a lot of evidence for Fahkumram, for example, the biggest piece of evidence is his motion capture actor being credited in Tekken 8. Why are they crediting the guy who did the moves for Fahkumram in Tekken 8 if he's not going to be in Tekken 8, right? That's something you got to think about. But also keep in mind what Harada said. A lot of that stuff was deleted, and Marduk is like a prime example. If they got rid of Marduk, they could very well get rid of Fahkumram. And if they do, who do they replace him with? Now, before we get to that topic, Harada's doing a lot of stuff on Twitter right now. I do want to say, regardless of where this character is revealed, the release can come no later than December the 31st. And if we keep in mind, once again, how they did Lydia, Eddie, and Heihachi, they announced the character, and then a couple of months later, they release him. So if the latest this character can be released is December the 30th, that means the announcement has to be sooner. So October is very likely. When I first said that Tiger Uppercut wasn't going to be an event where they showed Harada, a lot of people sent me this clip and said, look at it again. I'll play it, and I'll let you guys look at it for yourselves, and you can determine whether or not you think Fahkumram or whatever the final character will be showed here.
So Yasser was just saying that there's no announcements for TGU, so please just keep that in mind. So we were just talking about the fans have this theory that whenever Yasser shows up to an event, there's not going to be any cool announcement. He's not going to Tiger Uppercut, but that doesn't mean anything, so please don't get worked up about it.
I do want to say this one final thing about Tiger Uppercut, the tournament. They released this notice to the players. In it, they say, we have an important announcement regarding the recent announcement of Heihachi's release and a new patch. After careful consideration, the following decisions have been made. For solo tournaments, we understand the competitors will be traveling long distance. These release windows may not be enough time for players to fully adapt to the new patch or master the newly released character, Heihachi. Given TGU 2024 is the final master event of Tekken World Tour and will have a significant impact on global leaderboards, we have decided not to allow Heihachi to participate, and they will also only be using version 1.07. But then they also say for the team tournament, the 3-on-3, this is designed to be more casual and fun. So they will allow Heihachi and the new update to be used. Now let's move on and talk about what Harada is doing. First thing first, this guy puts up also 2 hours at the time of recording. If the information for the 4th character in Tekken 8 Season 1 was leaked, what character would it be? Please upload your ideas using the materials below. Use your imagination. Now he has this default image here with the 4th slot whited out. And this is basically a meme template for other people to just, you know, put whatever character they want, they would like to use, or whatever, right? With that being said, the fact that Harada is just talking about the 4th and final character, it just gives more credibility to the idea that they release a character and then immediately announce the next one. Now, who can that character be? Some people think a guest character, because if it was a base roster, if it was a, you know, traditional Tekken character, especially one from Tekken 7, why would they not be a part of the story? Like Anna Williams, for example. Anna Williams would fit perfectly into the story of Tekken 8 as it fits right now, right? Nina's helping out Kazuya Mishima. She had her big role. Anna showing up to counter her, teaming up with Heihachi, Reina. That sounds perfect. So why would the final character be a Tekken 7 character but not included in the story? That's just a question that we ask. Who knows? Maybe we'll get the answers when this character is announced or when we play the story. Now, there's a couple of images that Harada responded to, like this LeBron James one where he just says LOL. You also have this one here of Lalo. I don't know who that character is, but Harada says nice. Then you have this one here, which is basically the most liked, and it is Kiri Kazama Kiri, whatever his name is. Harada says you're really fast at your job. Now, a lot of players, you know, talk about this guy a lot, and they want him a lot, but a lot of people also do not know that the Yakuza developers were asked straight up whether or not they would allow their characters in a fighting game. Here's the headline from August 2nd, so this is pretty fresh. Yakuza producer says he wants more than just Kiri as a guest character in fighting games. The actual quote itself says, I think it's better to say that going across mediums, like how we did with Like a Dragon, so their TV show, is better rather than going to another game. We receive all kind of invitations to appear in other games, but we never actually went over to their doorsteps and said, let us in. I think going across medium is way better way to go. Now, you could look at this and say, oh, they're just trying to mislead us, right? Harada has been doing a lot of that all throughout Tekken 8, misleading with Heihachi being permanently gone and all of these things. But as it currently stands, this is what the Yakuza dev said about specifically their character being added in Tekken 8 Street Fighter. They don't want to do it. They would rather go somewhere else. Now, whether or not Bandai Namco would just throw a lot of money at them anyways and make them do it in a way, that's to be seen. But whoever this final character is, Harada is trying to get people excited, and I'm definitely excited. You know, once the idea of it not being a Tekken 7 character was brought up, and if, you know, kind of being a guest character, that is something that I was very much interested in. We always talk about Tekken 8 doing a lot of recycling from Tekken 7. In my opinion, when it comes to characters, it's no different. But I know a lot of you guys want your favorite characters, so I understand where you're coming from, right? My main character is gone, give them back. Will this final character be that, or will it be a guest character? Only time will tell. Thank you for watching, and bye-bye.